Hi, subscribers. Good morning. Hi, new subscribers as well. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing fine. Just got off from work. Got a little back pain. I don't know where that came from, but I think it was the way I slept. And it's been like that for 2 days. I'm hoping that it goes away, but I'm going to have me a nap after I drop this video for you guys, or these set of videos for you guys. But what we're going to talk about in this video today is we're going to talk about your narcissistic parent. So so finally you guys have reached a conclusion and came into terms with realizing that your parent is narcissistic. And like I tell you guys in all of the previous videos, once you find out that a family member is a narcissist, everything goes out the window. The whole game turns, the tables turn, everything is different now, okay? So now you can see them in the different light. You can see them for their true self, even though they're not trying to show you that, and they're keeping themselves protected with this mask. What happened is, ladies and gentlemen, is things that happen in your childhood, it starts to add up. Things that the narcissistic parent told you in the past, you start to say, you know what, like, I don't even think you were being 100% genuine with me. I don't think you were being honest. And ladies and gentlemen, just like a puzzle, like pieces of a puzzle, and you put it all together, is what happens. You'll start to find out very bizarre things that occurred with your narcissistic parent. You'll be like, wow, so this really is what happened in their childhood. How your narcissistic parent was always telling you, well, they were always treating her like she was the favorite, or they were always treating him like he was the favorite, and I was the black sheep. And in actuality, it was reversed. Your narcissistic parent was off the chain. They was wild. They was lit. They was belligerent. They gave their parents a run for their goddamn money. And the thing about it is, whether their parents was a narcissist or not, this is facts that this is what occurred. A lot of times you can look back and you'll realize that, wow, when they said this to me, and I was so used to that, and I was like, oh, that's just the way my mom raised me or my dad raised me, and that was just tough love. When you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that in actuality, it really was just verbal abuse. Then you realize, oh my gosh, the way they used to hit me like this and spank me like that, but they didn't play the radio. Oh, they did what they had to do. You realize that it was physical abuse, ladies and gentlemen. These things you start to come into terms with, and it's just like mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling because you just can't shake it. You're like, oh my gosh, like, I mean, this parent. See, the narcissistic parent will put on roles like they're actually giving you advice to, the best advice for your life and all these things, but you'll realize that wasn't the best advice. They were trying to hinder you from getting they were trying to hinder you from success. They were trying to hinder you telling you, oh, I wouldn't work that job, or oh, I wouldn't date this person, or oh, I wouldn't drive that car. And you don't realize that they were trying to hinder you the whole time, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? When you actually come into terms, and like I tell you guys, a lot of people do not come into terms and actually realize and see the big picture until they get older. Ain't that sad? Because if we would have known about our narcissistic parents what we know today, if we would have knew that yesterday, we would have been moved the hell out when we were 17, ladies and gentlemen. But we didn't know this. We were groomed into believing that this is just the way it always was. I mean, it's just like a child. It's just like an animal. What you raise the animal, the way you raise the animal to be is the way it's going to be. The way you raise a child to be is the way a child's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's very good to have your own mind, to have your own opinions, to not let anybody try to persuade you of what you feel is right and wrong. Okay? Because a lot of times a narcissistic parent was guiding you down a pathway of wrongness, telling you what was right was wrong and what was wrong was right. And it's all twist in their warped world. And you don't realize that, ladies and gentlemen, until you actually get older. And this is the painful reality. It sucks. It sucks, trust me. But it's like at the end of the day, once you actually come to terms with who they really are, you know exactly what your next move is. No contact. Absolutely no contact. And it sucks, ladies and gentlemen, because you say, okay, blood, this is my blood, my flesh and blood. There's no way. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys got to understand, it's even in the Bible. family members will turn against you. How many biblical stories that was listed in the Bible where it talks about this person weren't getting along with their parents and this would happen to that person and this? Ladies and gentlemen, demons don't pick it. They don't care. They just want a human host to act out in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and unfortunately, it was your narcissistic parents that they chose. You know? And it's just, it's something that's very hard to shake. It's something that's very hard to shake that, oh, you would never, ever have a close relationship with your parents. It's something very hard to shake when you're like, okay, so no wonder I wasn't feeling validated, or when I would voice my opinions, they would just go in one ear and out the other and be dismissed as if they didn't matter. When, ladies and gentlemen, in facts, in reality, everything mattered. Everything mattered. When you came to them and you told them that you were having a bad day, or you told them that the struggle was real and this was going on with your life, and they were, oh yeah, da-da-da-da-da, okay, da-da-da-da, this and this and that, blah, 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 dismissing it, that should not have happened like that, ladies and gentlemen. You should have been validated. A lot of times this happened in African American families. They believe that, oh, it's just, this is the way this go, and that's just the way that go, and that's just the way they is. And they don't realize that it be abuse. The thing about it is, it's crazy. It's really crazy, because it's just like, you know, and I'm not just saying that it happened in African American families, but they're more likely, predominantly, the ones to just go with the flow. Oh, okay, well, this is supposed to happen like that. And no, you were supposed to be validated. All of your feelings, everything that occurred in your life, it was supposed to be validated. And your parent did not give you that. It's the painful reality of it. But there's some good out of this situation. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be people that God will place in your life that will literally take the role and responsibilities of the narcissistic parent. And you'll be like, why do I feel so close to this person, but it's just my friend's mom or my friend's dad? Why do I feel so close to this person and we're not flesh and blood, but I met them and they're so listening, and they show a lot of empathy and love and care, because this is God. God is replacing them, and God overall is the best parent that anyone could have. You know, he sits high and he look low, and he see all these things that occur, ladies and gentlemen. So don't ever feel that you're up shit's creek and just there's nobody, because you do have that special somebody in your life. I'm telling you, everybody do. Just think real deep. Sometimes it'd be a person that is not obviously stated, like you don't obviously pay them any attention, but it be that person. I will see you guys in more videos, okay? And you guys have a wonderful morning. Bye-bye.